Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nithari and today I'm excited to share my handheld gaming collection as of 2024. But before that, I like to share my experience with handheld gaming consoles. Unlike many others, I did not own a real handheld gaming console until 2022 when I finally got a Nintendo Switch. Growing up, owning a handheld console was a luxury. In my childhood, only wealthy kids could afford one. I remember one of my childhood friends showing off his Game Boy Advance SP at the school. So I begged my mom for one, but I ended up never got it. How surprising! My big bro and I used to borrow a Game Boy Advance from the kids next door. I don't remember exactly what game we played, but I think it was a Pokemon. During the road trips, the only games I had were the Java J2ME mobile games on my Sony Ericsson phone. They weren't as cool as real console games, but they left me with lots of good memories. Maybe I make a video about that later. At one point, my dad bought me a cheap Chinese knockoff of the PSP. It was kind of like those Tiger electronic games where an LCD sprite would turn on and off instead of cartridge. It used interchangeable screen, like you swap the screen to play the different games. I had fun with it until curiosity got better of me and I took it apart to see how it worked. I think it's still at my parents' house too, somewhere. When I learned that the iPod Touch could play the PS1 game on the go, I begged my mom for one, but as per usual, I didn't get it. Playing PS1 games during road trips was one of my dreams. Like back then, my dad promised me if he brought a car, he'll put the PS1 inside the car. So that was like a dream of every child back in the day. I can only imagine how much that fun that would have been instead of just staring at the window. When I got my first Android phone, the Sony Xperia Mini, I played a lot of emulator games on it. Even though it has the same processor as the Xperia Play, aka the PlayStation phone. I stuck on the GBA and NES games because of the small screen. Because it was so small that it is really impractical to play anything better than that. So yeah, I think I played a lot of Harvest Moon on the GBA on my Sony Ericsson Xperia Mini. Really good game though. Later, when I started working and had my own money, I still didn't buy a real handheld console. Instead, I got a Bluetooth gamepad to play emulators on my phone. It worked for a while, but carrying around a detachable controller was an inconvenience. It was just not a good experience. So anyway, without further ado, let's go to my handheld collection from the order of when I first got it. Retroid Pocket 2 Plus. In early 2022, I finally got my first real handheld gaming console, the Retroid Pocket 2 Plus. It's technically an emulation device, but it let me play my entire PS1 library on the go. I played a lot during an hour of my daily commute to work. It was so amazing that I finally be able to play all my PS1 library while going out. While it can run PS2 games, but it not only limited to very lightweight ones such as 2D games. Now I mostly only use it to play all console like NES, SNES, GBA, PC Engine, Mega Drive, and up to PS1. The next one is Nintendo Switch. Later in 2022, I finally got a real official handheld gaming console, a Nintendo Switch. Instead of buying a new one, I got a launch day Switch for $150 from the seller who declared it was junk. So I took the gamble and I fixed it up. I even did a case swap mod, and now it looks really amazing. I grabbed myself a launch day Switch because I wanna do something on it. I just wanna install Android on it and see how powerful the emulation capabilities it has. But apparently it really big. so I'm not recommending you to get a Switch to just to play the PS2 emulation. It's just very not enough. So anyway, I bought a Splatoon 3 for it, but it was disappointed to find out that you have to pay monthly fee to play online. Coming from PC gaming, I found that that's insane, especially since you can still play Splatoon 1 online on the Wii U for free. Why? I really love the look of my Switch, especially when I finally do the case swap mode on it. I don't actually bring my Switch often outside as it was too big, so I mostly only play it during my bedtime. In mid 2023, I finally get myself another handheld console, and it's a new Nintendo 3DS XL. I was curious about its glasses-free 3D feature, so I ended up on it. I guess you can say a better scared new Nintendo 3DS. What's new about it though, if it really looks like this bad? The cell was badly chipped, so I ordered temporary case from China, but later on I ended up did a cell swap to its original state. It's very beautiful to see everything it finally back to its original state too. I've played many 3DS exclusive on it, and my favorite one is Ever Oasis. It's a hidden gem that's stuck on the 3DS. The next one is DSi LL. Later, I also bought a Nintendo DSi LL, but it's not for me. I wanted to give it to my mom because my mom wanted to play Tetris that has a bigger screen. Game Boy screen are just simply too small. So yeah, DSi sounds like a really good deal. So it was really easy to mod. So yeah, why not? There's not much I can talk about Nintendo DSi LL, but I did try to play a game on it in it. I tried Sante Risky Revenge on it, and it was really good. When I compared the game on both DSi and the 3DS, the DSi looks amazingly sharp than on my 3DS. But yeah, I do hope my mom know how to operate it too. And the last one is PSP. And lastly, in mid 2024, I bought a PSP 3000 for about 3000 yen. The seller said it was junk. I took the risk. It came complete with a box with the charger and 4GB memory card. Once I turned it on, the only problem is that the screen was very yellow, and it seems like the seller does not wipe his data in it. He seems like your usual guy who are a huge fan of the shonen anime like One Piece or Naruto. He played both of those games a lot. I also tried to put his memory card and see what's inside, and yes, I can tell you I found a lot of sussy 3GB videos in it. And I can confirm you that this guy is into the Galgar thingy. Anyway, I tried to refurbish the PSP with a transparent cell and the new screen, but it was really a nightmare. I have never had so much trouble restoring the console before, mainly how bad the parts from China is. I ordered back and forth 3 times before I ended up giving up and just go about it. The first screen I ordered came with broken contacts, which made the screen unable to turn on, so I returned it and bought another one. The another one could turn on, but the screen has a horizontal line in it, so I ended up returning it and bought another one for the 3rd time. And you think 3rd time's a charm? The 3rd time came with another defective screen, which has lots of tiny dead pixels. It might not be as horrifying, but man, the return process is not fun at all. So I ended up just accept it as my fate. It is fate, isn't it? Everything is fate. You get a PSP for cheap, it's a fate. Your parts broken from AliExpress, it's a fate. Despite the challenge, I've had fun playing PSP games. I've played so many PSP games in the past on my phone. I wish I'd known it could natively play PS1 games. I would have begged my mom for PSP instead of iPod Touch. But then again, I'm sure I'll never get it. Alright, so anyways, going forward, my new My next wish list would be a PS Vita and a Windows handheld. I had so many Steam games that I couldn't play on a handheld, so I really want a Windows handheld. Steam Deck is just too huge and bulky to me. I wanted something like Aeoneo Air, but those are insanely expensive. Other than that, I might also hunt for for Game Boy Color, OG Game Boy, and a DS Lite whenever if I found it extremely cheap. Yeah, that's about it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Like if you like, dislike if you guys like it, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.